export the project from ArchiCAD and import it in 3ds Max. I have created this very basic kitchen in ArchiCAD, and let me use the marquee tool to see inside. To export the project, we need to be in the 3D window, not the floor plan, but in the 3D window. I will right click and choose Show All in 3D to I see that this layer is the walls, floor, etc., which I want them to be a white stucco. I will click undo so that it returns to its original location, and I will come to the name and color field and rename it to white stucco. I will select another layer, do the same. So I repeat this process until all the layers are renamed and completely understand them. If I open the material editor, choose the pick material from object command and click on the walls, we see that they have the standard material, and if I double click on the node, we can see that it recognizes the name of the material we applied in ArchiCAD. In V-Ray, we want all our materials to be V-Ray materials, so I will right click on the material, choose Change Material Map Type, select V-Ray material, press OK. Now, we have the default medium gray V-Ray material and we can adjust it. Let me do one more finish. I will click on the glass. You can also see here it recognizes that this is the glass here. I will right click on the material, choose Change Material Map Type, select V-Ray material and press OK. I will go to the presets and select the glass. Let's go back to our ArchiCAD file. Let's go File, Save As. I will name this Layers, and I will now choose the Layers Surfaces option. What does this option mean? That the layers will be created based on the layers we have in ArchiCAD. Where do we see the ArchiCAD layers? If we select an element, let's say this wall, and go to its properties, this is the layer it belongs to. So the wall and the door belong to the structural bearing layer. I can click here and put them in another layer. If I select the ceiling, it also belongs to the structural bearing. And what does this mean? That my walls, my door and the ceiling will all be in the same layer in 3ds Max. Moreover, a multi-subobject material will be created that will have all the materials of this layer. Let's see this in action. I will select everything and press delete, and I will go to the file, import, and if we now check the name and color field, we see only 3 layers this time, and one of them is the sun. I will select it and delete it as before. So if we press Delete, we see only 2 layers. One of them is our furniture, the other one is the structural elements plus the doors and windows. OK. And then we adjust our V-Ray material. Let me hide this layer so that I can see the interior. If I enable the Pick Material from Object command and click on a surface here, we see another multi-sub-object material that consists of 6 sub-materials. I can hide those now. let's proceed. OK. So now, in the desktop, apart from the .3ds file, here are the textures I have used in ArchiCAD. And let's import the 3ds file into Max. If I click on the H key, now the name of its layer corresponds to the ArchiCAD material that was assigned. That's all on how to export the project from ArchiCAD and import it into 3ds Max.
Overheated.
board size adjusted. What I don't like is the repetitiveness of the board location. Every board starts at a distance of 20% from the edge of the board next to it. Where can we go to adjust this distance? To the minimum offset percentage. The default value is 20. If we make this 50, then every board will start from the center of the one next to it. How can we give a random pattern? We need to click on the lock, the L button, to disable it. And now, if we make 20 the minimum offset and 50 the maximum offset, we ask the software to give a variety in distances from 20 to 50%. And now we have a realistic layout. Let's also see the other settings we have here. The lock button works the same way as we did with the offset setting. If we want the length of the planks to have a variety and not all planks to have the same width, we will disable the lock and make the minimum length 100 cm and the maximum 150. Now the planks vary in length from 100 to 150. Same goes for the width setting. When we have boards with variable length, the spread setting controls the distribution between the two sizes. In 0.5, the length is evenly distributed. A low spread value creates a lot of long boards and only a few short ones, and a high spread creates a lot of short boards and only a few long ones. Same philosophy goes for the width spread setting. The extrude setting controls the height of the floorboards. The height is from here to here. This top part is the bevel. If we disable the bevel, then every board has a boxed shape. When we enable it, we get beveled edges on the top of the floor. And this value controls the height of the bevel effect. Let's now go to the general rollout. Scale controls the scale of the entire floor. If we type 50, then the floor gets 50% smaller. Let me take this back to 100. The direction controls the direction of the floor. If we type 90, we rotate the floor by 90 degrees. If we click on the arrows next to the seed setting, we change the board distribution. If let's say I want the first plank to start from here, I will go to the offset X parameter, click on the arrows, and now you can see the boards moving. The floor remains where it is, only the planks are moving and get repositioned. Before we see the UV settings rollout, let's first apply a finish on the floor, so that we can understand how this rollout works. Go to the textures.com website that I have told you about in previous videos. Select the wood category and click on the fine wood subcategory. I will choose this wood and download the free sample. Let's go back to 3ds Max. Open the material editor, right-click in the active view and choose Materials, V-Ray, V-Ray MTL. Right-click one more time and choose Maps, V-Ray, V-Ray Bitmap, and connect this to the diffuse map. Double-click on V-Ray Bitmap to see its parameters and click on the three dots button to load the photo. Select the one we downloaded. Let's assign the material to our floor and click on the Show Saved Material in Viewport to see the texture in the viewport. So what we have here? Let's zoom in to understand what happened. How does Floor Generator work? It treats each plank like it's a separate object and assigns the texture to fit in every plank. So the texture is stretched to fit in the board size. if I go back to the website, you see here that the width of the texture is double the height. What does this mean in relation to flow generator? That if the length of the flux was double the width, then the texture would fit in perfectly. More specifically, if I make the width 50 centimeters, this is the original ratio of the texture. Take this back to 12 centimeters. So what are we going to do now? Texture settings. Double click the variable load and to the coordinates rollout. We want to change the V, which is the width of the flux. If instead of 1 we type 0.1, we can clearly see the texture. Let's make it 0.2. If we go back to the website, you see various samples, various ratios between width and height. So depending on the texture resource, we will need to this is set in the UV settings rollout I mentioned earlier. Here, all the fields are enabled. We have a random texture placement on each board. If we disable them, we can see that the texture is placed in exactly the same way Let's now go back to textures.com and choose another wood. Let's pick this one. Let's pick this one that has this stain over here, this dark part, that will probably cause issues. Let's make the tiling 1.2 by 0.4 to fit better. And do you see this here? It's the dark part of the photo and it is placed at the center of the blacks. To correct this, simply go to the coordinates rollout in the very bitmap settings and move the position of the bitmap. More specifically, we need to move it on the y-axis. We said in 3ds Max U stands for X and V stands for Y. And now we are good. If you have the free version, this is the only type of flooring you can do, the standard layout. If you have the full version, then here are some extra layouts you can use. I can click on the floor pattern and choose herringbone or chevron or the basket wave and finally the hexagon. Let me repeat this. In the free version, you only have the standard pattern, and in the full version, you have access to all the patterns you see here. Going back to our project, we want our floor to be tiles. So we will select the standard pattern and make max length 100 centimeters, max width 60 centimeters. We want the direction to be 0 degrees. And we also need to make the minimum offset 50% and enable the lock. Moreover, I will disable the bevel. Use the offset values if necessary to reposition the tiles so that we start with a full tile. And let's also change the texture of the floor to the tile I have provided. save the editable poly and immediately go and make adjustments, then the software will get confused and you won't get the correct flooring. Now, let's see another way to adjust individual boards. It's more difficult but also more accurate. We will use the unwrap method. Select the floor, click on the modifier list and choose UVW mapping clear. What this modifier does is its name states to clear any information stored on the UVW mapping of the selected object. So now, as you can see, the texture is not projected on the floor properly. Click again on the modifier list and choose Unwrap UVW map. The unwrapping in general is quite a difficult technique and we won't analyze this in this course, which is for beginners, but I will now show you only the necessary steps to adjust the flooring. So, once we apply the Unwrap UVW map modifier, the texture is visible on our floor. So now, the texture is basically applied one time on the whole floor.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares. See me right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored and kill it?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares. Standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares. Standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me?
Let's now open a new 3ds Max scene and let's make a box 100 by 100 by 10 centimeters. If you recall, at the beginning of this video I told you that to use the floor generator, your surface must not have depth. So what happens if our surface has height? Let's select the box, click on the modifier list and select the floor generator. We get a warning that floor generator requires a coplanar object. Either click OK or cancel, it doesn't make a difference. So nothing happened. Click on the floor generator and press the trash can button. With the box selected, click on the modifier list. Choose Edit Poly, enable the polygon, click on the top surface and press Detach. Disable the polygon, now select the top surface. It doesn't have depth anymore, so we can go and apply the floor generator. If we want it on the sides as well, we will select the box and repeat the steps. I will select the side and detach it. And then apply the floor generator. Now let's see one more thing on the floor generator. Select your floor and go to its settings. The grout length is the joint width, this gap over here. So floor generator doesn't model a joint, it only models the tiles, and the joints are basically gaps. To be sure that you understand this, let's make the value 5 centimeters. So now you can clearly see that you have gaps between the tiles. So what we need to do so that the floor renders properly is to select the floor, right click and choose clone and copy. Be careful, copy not instance. And then select the floor generator and press the trash can button. Now this object serves as the joints. I may have confused you, so let me explain what I did. One way is to create a plane and put it below your tiles to serve as the joints. But if you have more complex shapes than just a box, instead of modeling it, it's easier to copy the floor you already have, so you copy the shape. And then delete the floor generator from the copy since you don't want it. You only need the initial editable poly for the shape. I hope now it's clear. So every time we create a flooring using the floor generator, what we basically need to do is to have 2 copies of the initial floor. One will be used as the tiling and one as the joints. If this is our floor, make a copy, so now you have 2 same floors, one on top of the other. And with one of them selected, it doesn't make a difference which one, apply the floor generator. Now we can create a material for the tiles and another one for the grout lines.